Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. Everyone goes through different seasons for so many reasons. There are times when God makes you stay in this one season in order for you to change. While you're in that season, ask God to show you what you need to change about yourself or what you need to prune. Don't rush your season before it's time. Give God a chance to come into your life and appreciate who you are. Sometimes we look at other people and what they've got and we compare ourselves with them without even realizing it that they were also patient. They waited for God to get to where they are right now. Most of the time, we are comparing ourselves and our lives with those people. We're so impatient that we want things that our level has not reached. You need to be careful of the people that you associate yourself with. Sometimes the crowd that you spend your time with can cause pressure in you and destroy you in the process. Society can destroy your relationship, your business, and your family as well, just because you want to be seen that you're doing well. Don't rush it if it's not your season. Sometimes you hang out with those friends that are driving cars and you feel pressured because you're not driving a car and you end up in debt just because you want to drive a car as well in order for you to fit in that group. If you feel pressure just because you want to surround yourself in that group, rather stay away from that group. At least it will give you a peace of mind. Don't find yourself involving yourself just because they are also planning a holiday and you feel like you need to borrow money just because you want to fit in. Not realizing it, when you come back from that holiday, you need to pay back that money. And you find yourself putting yourself into another debt that you have not planned for just because you want to fit in. Keep yourself away from that group. If you feel you cannot afford it, stay away from it. Or rather just be honest and tell them that you cannot afford it this time. Instead of putting yourself into problems, be patient while you're in that waiting season. Avoid unhealthy comparison. All this pressure causes unhealthy comparison. You find yourself meeting an old classmate, maybe now they're doing well, and yet in school they were not doing well. And you start comparing yourself with that person and you ask yourself, how did they even make it when at school they were just nobody? Without even realizing it, that maybe that was their season back then. In Proverbs 22 verse 2 reads, the rich and the poor have got one thing in common. Their Lord is their maker of all. Whether you are rich or you're poor, everyone goes through that season. That is why sometimes you need to ask yourself that, why is a rich person stressed even when they've got everything that they need? It's because the money that they have is not a solution to their problem. And you may think that by just having money, it will solve everything. Money doesn't solve everything. No matter how much money you have, there are things that it will not solve. Yet it sometimes adds problems into your life. Maybe you've started hanging out with these people. Instead of comparing yourself with these people, rather learn to become a better version of yourself. Learn from these people. Sometimes when you hang around people that know what they want in life, you become a better version of yourself. Don't rush your season. Every person's season comes at a certain time. You may look at your classmate in social media and you think to yourself, you are so far from achieving what they have achieved, without even realizing that somebody else may be looking at you that you have achieved and they feel like they were in your shoes. So appreciate the season that you're in. Don't start seeking help for elsewhere in order to fast forward the season that you're in right now, when you know that is not yet your time. Because the sources that you're seeking help from, you'll find yourself moving 10 seasons backwards. Yet you were left with only 2 seasons to achieve what you want to achieve, just because you couldn't wait. Everything in life has got its own pace. You may not have gone to university but found your destiny and you've achieved so much and you love what you do. You may be an A student in school, gone to university and did everything in the book. But at the end of the day, you realize that you have not achieved what you wanted to achieve in life. Life is about season and there's nothing wrong with that. You just need to be patient. It's not how many times you fall. It's about when you fall, you need to pick yourself up and start all over again. Create that purpose in your life. No season lasts forever. And prepare yourself for the next chapter. Just like any other season, it has its own chapters. While you're in that chapter, just ask yourself, What am I looking for? What do you want in life? Don't start blaming everyone around you. While you're in that waiting season, do something and learn from it. Ask yourself what is important in life. How can you appreciate yourself and the people around you so that you can make a better version of yourself? Maybe that's why God has put you in that season, so that you can prune something about yourself. At times, God puts you in that season so that you can learn from it. You may be thinking to yourself, this is the worst season ever. This is the worst time of your life. And yet God is just looking at you and thinking, I wish you knew what I have for you. I wish you knew how close you are to your season. Just because you're so impatient, you finally give up. He wants you to appreciate the season that you are so that you can be able to grow by testing your faith. And you finally give up. As long as you live in this earth, crises will always come by. We learn from them. Because sometimes it could just be a devil and his crisis, because he is aware that you are just about to get out of your season. So you need to focus on God. It's only temporal. No season lasts forever. He is preparing that table for you. It's up to you how you see that table. Maybe you just see food, or you're seeing something beyond your imagination. Sometimes we're given opportunities and we don't take them because of fear. Sometimes we do take them and we mess up. Just like the parables of the talents in Matthew 25. 3 of the servants were given money by their master, where 2 of those servants made a profit out of that money, and the 3rd servant decided to just bury that money, and he didn't make any profit out of it. The moral of the story is God has given everyone a gift and talent, and everyone has got that unique talent. It's how you use it that matters. And yet we reason differently. You are given those talents to glorify God and to use those gifts to provide for you and your family, as well as to build upon what you have received by also giving what you can to the church, or maybe helping somebody out there that is in need. That is why we're connected to each other. If God blesses you in order to bless somebody out there, not for your own glory. The problem is we start thinking that all that is from you, and we forget to return it to the person that gave us those gifts and talents. We start making excuses that we have to pay for this and that. God knows the things that you need to pay for. You hide your resources like the 3rd servant instead of increasing them. And we forget that God is the one that took you out of that season because of that gift that He's given you. Everyone has got that gift. Each person is rewarded according to what they've produced with their gift given from God. You may see 2 people in the same place. One person may see an opportunity, yet the other person may not see it. Because everyone is wired differently. Maybe that person is not in that season of seeing that opportunity. Everything starts small and it starts somewhere. You need to start small. Later you learn to progress slowly, just like any other business. Find your purpose. Don't look for a job if you cannot find one. Create one. Start a business maybe. God may have made you stay in that season so that you can learn something, so that you can find an opportunity and learn skills from that opportunity. Maybe you learn towards that business that you want to start in the future. Seasons will always come by. You need to learn from them and accept them. Thank you for watching. If this is content that you like, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. God bless you.